Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Snap Lab. Today, we are heading into the golden grass of the savannah to tell a story that proves strength isn't always about size. It is the classic fable of the lion and the mouse. In this session, we are focusing on animal idioms, the colorful phrases English speakers use to describe people using animal traits. We will also explore the concept of gratitude and why we say someone is small but mighty. Let's begin. Part 1. The King and the Intruder. Once upon a time, under the scorching heat of the midday sun, a great lion lay fast asleep. He was the undisputed king of the jungle, majestic, fierce, and incredibly powerful. As he dreamed, a tiny, skittering mouse accidentally ran across the lion's massive velvet paw. The lion woke with a thunderous roar that shook the trees. With a lightning-fast strike, he trapped the trembling little creature under his heavy, sharp claws. The lion opened his enormous jaws, ready to swallow the mouse in a single gulp. "Please, great king," the mouse squeaked, her voice shaking. "I did not mean to disturb your royal slumber. I am just a meek and puny creature. If you show me mercy and let me go, I promise that I will find a way to help you one day." The lion paused and then laughed so hard that the ground vibrated. "You help me?" he chuckled. "I am the top dog in this jungle, and you are small and weak. How could a tiny mouse ever help a mighty lion?" However, because the lion was in a good mood, he decided to be generous. He lifted his paw and the mouse scurried into the safety of the tall grass, her heart full of deep gratitude. Part 2. The Lion in the Trap. A few days later, while the lion was prowling through the forest, he stepped into a clever trap set by hunters. Suddenly, a strong, thick net of ropes fell over him, pinning him to the ground. The lion struggled with all his might, but the more he fought, the tighter the ropes became. He was completely helpless. He let out a pained roar that echoed for miles. The little mouse, who was nearby, recognized the voice. She did not turn tail and run in fear. Instead, she ran towards the sound to see if her friend was in trouble. When she arrived, she saw the king of the jungle tangled in the heavy net. "Do not worry, great king," she whispered. "I am here to keep my promise." The mouse began to work patiently. Though her teeth were tiny, they were as sharp as needles. She began to gnaw through the thick, rough ropes. One by one, the strands began to snap. The lion watched in amazement as the small but mighty mouse worked. Finally, the main rope broke, and the lion wiggled out of the trap. He stood up and realized that even though the mouse was quiet as a mouse, she possessed a mighty spirit. Part 3. The Language of the Jungle. Idiom Masterclass. Beyond the moral of the story, this tale provides a wonderful opportunity to learn animal idioms. In English, we use animal characteristics to describe human situations. For example, when the lion gave the mouse the best food at the end of the story, we say he gave her the lion's share. This refers to the largest or best portion of something. In contrast, the mouse was quiet as a mouse, a phrase used to describe someone very silent or subtle. The lion felt he was the top dog of the savannah, a term for the person in the highest position of power. However, the story shows us that even a leader can find themselves in a cat-and-mouse game, which is a situation of clever pursuits. The mouse stayed to help because she did not turn tail and run, an expression for fleeing in a cowardly way. Finally, we saw that while the lion was brave as a lion, the mouse was busy as a bee while she gnawed. These comparisons, called similes, help us visualize the characters perfectly. Learning summary for English Snap Lab. Key adjectives: scorching, majestic, fierce, trembling, and puny. The concept of gratitude. We explored how being grateful, thankful, leads us to help others in return. Animal idioms: the lion's share, top dog, turn tail and run, quiet as a mouse. Prepositions of movement: across the paw, through the forest, into the grass, and out of the trap. Tell me in the comments, have you ever helped someone who was bigger or stronger than you? Use the phrase small but mighty in your answer.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to English Snap Lab for more stories that make English learning a snap.